Seek what you need to get by. Awake with one eye closed in dark red groves, red and blue lights on my stone. Go back to begin on my own. Relax your head, tuck your shirts, put your glasses on, play your guitar.
Hello, this is Jonathan French Guitar, and today's lesson is Jewelry by Blood Orange. This is the NPR version, the version that they did on Tiny Desk Concert for NPR, and the request was made by one of our subscribers named Selam Ainalem. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, but I'm happy that I'm finally getting around to your tutorial. So before we get started, please go ahead and give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It helps out our channel a lot. Okay, so the chords that we're going to need are most of them, the majority of the chords except for one today, are going to be using the same shape, and this is how it sounds. So this chord is basically a shell chord for the major seventh. At least that's what it sounds like, as I try to get all these tutorials as close as possible to the original. So the way we make this chord is we are going to make the chord as if we're making a major 7 with the root note on the 6th string. So I'm starting off with, this is A sharp, our root note, and that's my first finger on the 6th string on the 6th fret. So first finger, 6th string, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first finger, 6th string, 6th fret. Then your third finger is going to go to the 4th string on the 7th fret. And then your 4th finger, the pinky, is going to go to the 3rd string, also on the 7th fret. Now normally when you're making a major 7, your second finger, the middle finger, is going to go to the 2nd string on the 6th string. So we can get, but we're not doing that today. We're getting, and if you're wondering about the 5th string, the 5th string is going to be muted by the skin of your first finger, because we don't want that 5th string ringing out. So the only strings that we want to hear in this song are going to be the 6th string, the 4th string, and the 3rd string. So that's how your A sharp should sound if you are playing it correctly. So and that's also the first chord we hear in the song. So we're going to take this entire shape and we're going to move it down to G. And what's happening here is I have my first finger on the 6th string, 3rd fret. My third finger is on the 4th string, 4th fret. And my 4th finger is on the 3rd string, 4th fret. And then I'm going to play it the exact same way that I was playing that A sharp chord. So once again, my first finger is muting that 5th string. You want to keep muting that 5th string. If you're playing it correctly, it should sound like that. Then we're going to take it up to C. That's the same shape. My first finger is on the 6th string on the 8th fret. My third finger is on the 4th string on the 9th fret. And my 4th finger is on the 3rd string, also on the 9th fret. First finger is muting the 5th string. Should sound like that. Now we're going to take it up. That's our D sharp chord. It's the same, we're making that same chord shape. That's the way it should sound. Okay, now that's the first finger on the 6th string, 11th fret. First finger is also being used to mute the 5th string once again. Then the third finger is on the 12th fret on the 4th string. And your 4th finger is on the 3rd string, also on the 12th fret. Only play those strings. So. Now the one chord that has a different shape is we're going to play this G dominant 7, but we're not going to play the whole chord. So how we're going to make our G dominant 7? Okay, we take our first finger and we bar the 3rd fret, starting with the 6th string. So we bar from the 6th string to the 1st string on the 3rd fret, first finger, 6th string to the 1st string. Take our 3rd finger, we're going to put that on the 5th string on the 5th fret. And then we're going to take our 2nd finger and put that on the 3rd string on the 4th fret. And for this song, we are only going to strum from the 6th string to the 3rd string. And if you're playing it correctly, that's the way that it should sound. Now, how the strumming goes in this song is the song starts off with us making our shell chord shape for the major 7. It starts off with us on A sharp. So you're going to kind of give it a strum. And you see how I did that strum. That's how you're going to play that first chord. And how I'm muting there is I just kind of I take the pressure off my fingers and I kind of just let them rest there while I do that down strum. So I go. So I'm going to do that again. Take it up to the 8th fret to get our C. And I'm really just doing all down strums. So let me start from the top again. So to the A. I'm going to start over again and slow and tell you what I'm doing. So 1. So I got 1 strum. 1, takes it over here to your D sharp. Another pattern that comes up in the song is the. So what I'm doing there is I start off on that C that we were doing before. And then after you play it, after you go, then you just take your first finger and play the 6th string on the 10th fret. So that's how you walk up to, you're walking up to your D sharp, so it's. And you don't really have to even move your hands out of the chord position, you see? And now we're gonna go over the riff that's in the song. It goes a little like. So it starts off on your A sharp. You play that chord that we've been playing this whole song, and then you're gonna take your, I like to use my 2nd finger on the 3rd string on the 7th fret. And then I pick the 3rd string on the 7th fret, and then I hammer on and pull off with my 3rd finger on the 8th fret. Then I take that 3rd finger and I put it on the 4th string on the 8th fret, and then I pick it. So, just like that, pretty simple. And then I immediately play our G. And then I do something similar here, except it's. Okay, so I'm going to do that a little bit slower. I'm going to break it down. So I'm going to put my 2nd finger. You can use your 1st and 2nd finger for this, or you can use your 2nd and 3rd finger for this. For the sake of the breakdown, I'm going to use my 2nd and 3rd fingers. So you start off like the other one. So you have your 2nd finger, it's going to be on the 3rd string, but this time on the 4th fret. I pick the 4th fret, and then with my 3rd finger, I hammer on the 3rd string on the 5th fret. That's the first thing you want to do. Then I take my 3rd finger and I hammer on the 4th string. Well, not hammer on, but I pick the 4th string on the 5th fret, and then I pick the 5th fret on the 5th string. So all of that is taking place. Those notes are, that's all on the 5th fret. You just have the 3rd string, then, so it's 3rd string, then 4th string, and then 5th string. You can kind of hammer on this one if you want, or you can pick it. I like to pick it. I'm going to play it slow. And then you're going to play that G dominant 7 when it comes time for that riff. So I'm going to start here. So in the song, they really start. So practice that a little bit until you get it right. You know, Sometimes it's not going to sound exactly like what the person was doing. I think it's pretty close. And just remember to have fun with it. And now we will play the chords and the riffs in context.
Nigga, I'm feeling myself. Nigga, I'm still in my zone. Got big books and I'm broke. Nigga, I'm feeling myself. One time for the help. Two time for felt. Three time for the hopeless feeling. Look, I'm spinning my wealth. I'm feeling myself looking up. Then the thoughts start filling me up. Me up. Nigga, I'm feeling I'm feeling myself. One time for the help. When the news is way too far and a man gets shot on the passenger side. Hey. Too bad cause a nigga went live. Woo. Nigga, I'm feeling I'm feeling myself. Seek what you need to get by. Awake with one eye closed. In dark groves. Red and blue lights on my stone. Go back to begin on your own. Relax your head. Tuck your shirts. Put your glasses on. Play your guitar. Thank you.
And that's our tutorial for the day. I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did in fact enjoy this tutorial, please do not hesitate to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thank you and have a great day. Hello, this is Jonathan French Guitar, and welcome to my Buy Me a Coffee page. Our membership start at just $1, and I'm going to be posting a lot of content here that you're not going to be able to see anywhere else due to copyright claims or whatever. But you should really join today because I'm going to be taking your personal request as well as many, many, many other add-ons and extras. So you really want to be here. We're going to have a lot of fun. Come grab your guitar and come and join me.